Hey everyone, and welcome back to the room. Hey, before we even start this, I say hey a lot. But before we even start this video, like, comment something, say hey, have a nice day, wonder how you're doing, how's your daughter, something. And then subscribe to the channel. But now, since we got all that out the way, we can go to the actual video. Alright, so this title is probably going to be around the lines of my worst experience as a parent / something. I think that might be the title of the video. But what is your experience as a parent? Well, let me tell you. I gave my daughter, when she was about 7 months, I gave her real milk. Now, I know y'all probably think, like, why would you do that? You know, that's not normal. Well, I had got some advice from some people that said they had did it with their children and they were fine after a while. But it did not go well with my daughter. And I should have known, because I know already, like, you're not supposed to give kids milk until they're like a year old, because their stomachs don't have the bacteria to break down the enzymes in milk, regular milk. So yeah, I didn't listen, and it was obviously the worst experience I've ever had as a parent. I literally cried over it because my baby was in so much pain. So it started out, I was pumping milk for my daughter for the first 7 months of her life, and I wanted to stop. And we had brought her some formula, you know, that made her kind of constipated because she wasn't used to it. But then I asked some people if I should give her, they suggested that I give her regular milk because they gave their children regular milk. And I was like, okay, I'll try it. You know, it's not as expensive as formula. Maybe she'll be able to adapt. And she wasn't. So for a good week, me and her dad were like giving her different milk options. We gave her almond milk, we gave her regular milk, and all of them just kept her constipated. We also took her to the doctors to make sure she was okay. And they were saying, you know, some kids can drink milk, but he doesn't recommend it until they're 1. And I already knew this, but, you know, I think something in me just wanted it to work because I knew regular milk was less expensive than formula. So, after that, oh my gosh, this is hard to talk about. But after that, me and my boyfriend at the time, he was saying, like, oh, you gotta choose. Are you gonna try to keep on the regular milk, or are you going on formula? And I was like, I don't know. I want to follow what the doctor says, but I also want to, like, give the regular milk a chance to see if it'll actually work. And it ended up being bad. And then, like, my mom intuition came into play, and it was like, don't give your child regular milk. Like, she's not ready for it. That's why she's in so much pain. She was crying, like, nonstop. Like, her belly hurt so bad. She was constipated. She didn't poop for, like, a week. And I, like, prayed over her when she was in the bathtub, and she pooped in the bathtub. And that was the only time that I got her to poop. But other than that, like, she was constipated. So, I had to, my boyfriend at the time, he was telling me that I needed to choose what I was going to do. And I was like, I think that, I had to sit down and talk with him. I was like, seriously, I think that we need to get her on formula. Even though it's expensive, I think we need to go to give her regular formula. And I literally, like, cried. And I was like, my mom intuition is telling me that, like, this milk is not good for her. And it's going to keep on making it worse if we keep on giving it to her. So we went to formula, and then, like, a few days later, she was fine. But I would say my advice to y'all, like, if y'all are getting advice from other people, don't do stuff because, you know, you're trying to please others, because that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to please the people that told me that to do that, you know, because I wanted to be in their goodwill. They're great people, but, you know, the people do stuff, and sometimes it works for them, and sometimes it doesn't work for others. But, you know, take everybody's advice with a grain of salt when it comes to doing stuff for your kid, because you're going to know what's best for your kid. Like, that's why it's your kid and not theirs. But, yeah. But, yeah, it was really bad. But, you know, just take everybody's advice with a grain of salt. I will never do that again, ever in my life, with none of my future kids. None of them are getting milk until they're like 1. And probably not even that sometimes. I might even just extend the formula to like 1.5. Just to be on the safe side, so I don't mess them up. But, yeah, that was my worst experience as a mom. Worst experience ever. It literally took such a toll on me. That whole week was such a toll on me, because I'm like, I'm hurting my baby, and I know I'm hurting my baby, and I just kept on giving her the milk because I really wanted her to be on something that was like less expensive. But that was not the right choice, and I'm glad I didn't do it for a long period of time. But I will say I learned my lesson. That was a good mom lesson to learn. But yeah, that was my worst experience as a parent. And I'm just telling y'all this so that, you know, you don't make the same mistake that I did, you know, and so that you can not, you know, hurt your baby and make them in pain. It's not like I was killing her, but it was like, you know, she was uncomfortable because she was bloated and her body didn't know what to do with what was in her system. So, yeah. But now she's fine. She drinks milk now. She drinks almond milk, though. I don't really give her cow's milk. I give her almond milk. But, yeah, she's all healthy and growing and happy. So, yeah. I'm learning. You know, I am only 23. So, if you're 23, subscribe to the channel. We got something in common. We're both the same age. You might learn something from me. I might learn something from you. Never know. But, yeah. I think that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below. Anything, any advice, any like tips or your stories that you had as your worst experience as a parent. I love to like read the comments and comment back, and you know, we can get to talk and get to know each other. But other than that, we are out. We are leaving the Rose Room. Peace. I love y'all. See ya.